If you'd like to reduce your handicap by 3 strokes, please watch and only watch this video if that's your goal in golf. If you watch a lot of golf on TV, many players on all the respective tours are using what's called a wrist lock or an arm lock putter. The grip end is up against the bottom of the forearm or the middle part of your forearm. This gives us shaft lean to begin with. I'm going to tell you how putting like this can reduce your handicap by 1. If we do this, we're getting the right impact position for the rest of our golf shots. We're getting used to playing golf with the front wrist bowed, the back wrist bent, and shaft lean, which will definitely apply to your other golf swings as well. Most people putt, hit wedges, hit pitches, hit drives off their back foot, flipping the wrist. Well, if you do an arm lock style, ball is way forward, shaft is leaning forwards approximately 5 to 7 degrees. An arm lock putter is built that way. If you take a traditional putter, I understand it will be de-lofted. But if we get a longer putter, this one's 39 inches with 5 to 7 degrees lean, put it against your front forearm. The key here is not letting it come off your forearm. That's the key to reducing your handicap by 1 and making more putts. Ball forward, weight forward. As we stroke a putt, it tells you whether you used your wrists or not. So your direction will be better, your feel will get better. Again, ball forward, touching my forearm. Imagine that, touching it. Whether you putt conventional or even cross-handed is better. You're going to be a better putter doing this because you're not flipping your wrists. So guess what? We just reduced our handicap by 1 stroke. You've now gone from a 15 handicap to a 14. Way to go. When I take a student who's very used to putting this way, even if we just train this way, even if you don't really putt that way, you get used to forward lean and the weight forward putting. Now, if we go to our chipping and pitching, which is required to have the same or even more lean, more weight on the front foot, now the ball is not so far forward. I know none of us have ever chipped or pitched like this and tried to scoop it up in the air and hit it fat, hit it thin, all those bad things. But if you're used to this impact position by working on your putting, it'll be easier to be at this impact position when you chip or even when you pitch. Longer swings, getting used to forward lean. So your chip shots now, the ball again will be different than the putting, but you're used to this contact instead of this. So now we've just reduced your handicap by 2. Can you imagine that? You've now gone from your 8 handicap to a 6 handicap, getting ready for the PGA Tour. Sorry for the interruption. Coach Dallas Daly here, PGA teaching professional at Hammock Creek with the Madison Golf Academy, as well as indoors at Bogey Bay in Port St. Lucie. If you'd like to work on your game daily, all you have to do is send a picture of your grip, face on video, down the line video, and I will analyze it for free, no charge. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I can direct you to some good videos that'll apply to you. All my contact information, including text, Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube, is right on my channel. Let's get to work on your game daily. When it comes to big full swings, whether you're hitting an iron, a 7-iron, 5-iron driver, you still want the hands ahead at impact. This does so many good things, including helping your slice. When your hands are ahead at impact, the lead wrist is flat, the back wrist is cupped versus this. Now, if we're hitting an iron, ball somewhere near the middle, the weight and hands can still be slightly forward. Your low point now has become right over the ball or in front of the ball, again, getting rid of those pesky fat and thin shots. Because we've trained this impact, it's now easy to look like this, where you see all the players on TV, body driving to the left, hips clearing, chest starting to open here, and no scoop or flip. Now your full swing's going to be better. If I have the ball right here where this hula hoop is touching the ground, when we drive and when we putt, The ball's more forward. I realize that does bring the lowest point a little before the ball, but when we smack a golf ball with a putt or a drive now, the hands will still be forward, eliminating that slice. When you're hitting an iron, ball's more in the middle. We're going to start with our weight more forward, brings the low point here in front. Imagine this, hitting a golf shot where you hit the little ball first, the golf ball, and the divot afterwards. That's the secret to golf, is getting this moment of impact. Again, if we've putted this way, we've chipped and pitched this way, we've hit our giant 7-iron with the weight neutral or a little left and a little shaft lean, because now we have time to stay centered, drive our body like crazy, catch the ball first, divot afterwards, looking like all other sports. If you were playing tennis, a passing forehand shot in tennis, the racket is behind the hands, the back wrist is bowed. This is how we do a powerful passing forehand shot. Not a wimpy little drop shot, not a lob, which are okay in tennis. How about baseball? Aaron Judge, he's up here, driving with his hips and legs. The barrel of the bat is hanging back till the last possible second, and it just explodes out in front of us. So if we can learn to putt, chip, pitch, hit our full shots with forward lean, it'll reduce the average world's handicap by 3 strokes just by training ourselves to get to this position instead of this position. Now, for a little extra credit, if anybody would like to get 1 extra stroke better and improve 4 strokes, let's talk about lab putters for a minute. Lie angle balance, 0 torque. Putters that stay square to the arc the entire time. If you take a lab putter, and there's several different models, 7 or 8 models now. This one happens to be the 2.1, the biggest one. Shout out to Bill Pressey and Sam Hahn for making this available for me. Heck, they made it available for the 2025 US Open champion. If you get one of these putters and make it an arm lock putter, how much torque, how much rotation, what's going to happen here? The putter's going to go and stay square to the arc. You're going to be a better putter. You're going to save an additional stroke. We might be getting to being a scratch golfer now. Again, ball forward in the stance, hands and weight forward, which this putter supports. Keep your head nice and still and rolling it up to the target. You can even train with your standard 34-inch putter, choking down. I understand the face might be de-lofted a little bit, but you can still train this way. And all we're trying to do to play better golf, folks, does not look like this. I already told you how to get a hold of me earlier in this video. I want your golf game to be better daily, every morning at 8 a.m. during the week. I do a daily 8 a.m. reel. You may like what I say, you may hate what I say, but it will get you waking up in the morning thinking about your golf game. Thank you.